like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I hadn't had my notes pulled up just yet, but I got them up now. Yes, I'm in a robe, and this is the review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 10. Y'all know when I'm in my comfy robe, it's going down. Okay, when I get off here, I'm going to bed. Okay, the robe is on because I have pajamas. I'm not going to open it because my boobs is too out. I was gonna do it in it was too much boob for YouTube, and I don't want my page shut down. Alex be telling me, you can't be doing stuff to get your page shut down now. So I'll be listening to my Alex, okay? If you have not done so already, did I do it the right way, y'all? If I did not, I'm gonna assume I said hello, hello, hello. But if I didn't, this is the second time. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole J Bird. J Bird. Maybe I'll do like that. Who knows? Anyway, I love, love, love all of my J Birds, my J Birds, my J Birds. Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. And to hit the notification bell to let you know when I have new content up. And also do not forget to follow me on Instagram, because it be popping. Pop. It's 1:30 more. And I still have to watch Married to Medicine before I go to bed, and I won't do 90 Day Fiance until tomorrow when I get off work. But we're gonna get this together. So the episode opens up. We see Portia and Candy fussing. Okay, fussing like crazy folk, or just like two angry people who don't like each other right now, and they beefing like bitch whatever. Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you too. And I'm like, this is a way to start an episode. But then we see 1 week earlier, and then that pops up. So we see Candy and Todd, Don Juan, Greg, who is the general manager for OLG, Carmen, and Jamie. Carmen is the insurance person. Jamie is the branding person. That's Candy's team, whatever. So, we see that Ty's birthday was the day before. I remember seeing on IG the little pictures and posters or whatever, because it was a whole thing for Ty's birthday. It was at a gym. It was a basketball thing, like a whole lot, like Michael Jordan, whatever. I don't know. A thing with Michael. It was like a theme of, what was it? Gym shoes and jerseys and gym shoes. So it was that. So we see, when Jamie walks in, Candy laughs at, oh, here you go, the one who started all this shit. And then I'm like, what the hell happened? So we found out at Ty's party, it was a whole incident. Okay, a whole incident. So Jamie, as y'all know, is the girl who Portia fought seasons ago after that Halloween party when she chased her down the alley and fought her in the alley. That's who Jamie is. Jamie is also the person who knows Dennis's ex. Okay? It's the whole swirl of it all. So Jamie invited Dennis's ex to Todd's birthday party. Okay? And, she say that they were walking around or whatever. They ended up seeing Dennis. It was Portia. Whole picture. Portia and Dennis was there, dressed up or whatever. Candy invited them because they're trying to make things better. You making me better. That's a different song. Anyway, she was trying to make them have, nice little time or whatnot. So as you see, they standing around, arms around each other. Candy and Portia not beefing. Todd is happy with the Neiman Marcus bag or whatever. So, what I'm saying? It was what it was. Okay? So, Portia and this was there too. Anyway, so Jamie says when they were walking around the party, her version, because Candy and Todd was not around the area when the incident happened. Jamie says they were walking around. They did bump into Dennis. She says Dennis grabbed the ex arm, they spoke to each other, gave a hug, and supposedly someone initiated a kiss on the cheek. Okay, that whole thing. So Jamie says from there, Portia then walked up and was fussing. What you doing? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? She says, me and old girl then said, we're gonna walk away. She says when they try to walk away, Portia, being Portia, followed them and was like chest bumping. Like, nah, what you doing? What you wanna do? And I'm like, that sounds like Portia. That sounds like Portia. Pregnant or not, that sounds like Portia. So, she says from because of that, it was a whole incident. People saw it. And then we see Greg, who was a general manager of OLG or whatever. He says he saw it because people were saying like Portia over there about to fight. So he said he made the decision to ask them to have Portia leave because they didn't want it to be a fight at the party. So he said because I saw it was escalating, I did tell them to have her leave. We'll deal with it tomorrow or later or whatever, and that's it. And he seems like an older gentleman, okay, who don't take no shit, but also like an old school, like an Uncle Junebug, like Uncle girl, get them out of here. Go, they gotta go. Like that's I have an uncle they remind my uncle, bruh. Nope, they gotta go. Have them leave. We love them to death. Talk to them later. They gotta go. That's what it seemed like to me. But I digress. Candy, like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want, she said, in the future, I don't want her removed from, any event I'm having. You know what I'm saying? We could just handle it. She's like, but I get it that, you know what I'm saying, why you did it, because it was about to be a scene and we don't need no fights at the party. Candy also says, like, you know what I'm saying, Portia also can't be acting like that, and she can't be upset if she's in the same room with one of Dennis's exes, like, because it's gonna happen. I'm like, because Dennis got around. So, you know what I'm saying, but she said that she did not know that it happened until Portia texted her and told her what happened or whatever, and she text Portia like, yo, I'm sorry that it happened, and now we can talk about it later. So, meanwhile, across town, and Alex said, Dennis, Portia, and her sister Lauren is at Dennis's place, the hot dog factory, and they talking about it too. So Portia's version is that I seen somebody keep walking around me, since one of Candy's staff, and they like, well, who was it? Well, it was Jamie. I'm like, but you know who Jamie is. You fought her. You and Jamie used to be friends. So I digress. She says that she was walking around with some girl, and then come to find out the girl she's walking around with was Dennis's ex. So Dennis is there too. Dennis, he don't look guilty, but he looked like, you know what I'm saying, something did happen. Not like he fucked her or whatever. But, yes, it was a situation. So, she then say that when she walked, Dennis didn't say what happened. Dennis say they walked up to me and, she tried to hug and kiss on me. And I pulled away, was like, what you doing? And then that's when Portia walked up. So I think the only difference is who, it was, I don't see Dennis pushing her away. But I also don't, I won't say that he tried to kiss her. But I do know sometimes if you know somebody, girl, can't I do know if you know somebody, you may walk up and say, hey, and it's like a little hug or whatever. So I don't think it was as like, I don't think it was like malicious or like a cheating situation. I think he seen someone he used to date and it was awkward as hell and then something happened. Anyway, he then said, and then Portia walked up. Portia says she did walk up. She says she did walk up. She did not use the word aggressively, but the way she demonstrated her walking up, seeing it wasn't that of a pregnant woman. She walked up, what y'all doing? What's going on? And she said she did say, I got in their face. She then said they tried to walk away, and I said, nah, where y'all going? What's going on? And she said she then kind of followed them around. So my thing is, Portia is saying exactly what Candy and them saying. She's just saying it in a way as if, oh, it was innocent. Oh, I walked up and said whatever, but it was innocent. Yeah, they tried to walk away and I followed them, but it was innocent. Portia, ain't nothing about you innocent. Not your face, not your teeth, not your neck, not your lips, not your breath, not your ass, nothing. Not even your flat ass stomach. Portia is not innocent. Like, Portia don't walk up to anybody all calm, cool, and collected. So my thing is, Portia is saying exactly what Candy them said happened. She just making it seem as if she didn't do it aggressively. But I'm like, you look, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so she say for her, you know what I'm saying, they put her out, you know what I'm saying, and she then texted Candy about it. And she said, Candy texted me back and did say, I'm sorry that happened to you. We can talk about it later. She then say, but I haven't heard back from Candy. And you know what I'm saying, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it was a whole setup because the next day the story was all in the blogs. But I'm like, Todd's party was in the blogs. And excuse me, I seen them say it was on, like on maybe Media Takeout. I don't even credit Media Takeout as a real blog. I mean, they have all kind of foolishness on there. That's just gossip that don't nobody even really take seriously. I'm like, I don't even count that as like a real gossip blog. But she said she feel like, we know, and someone fed the story to the blogs, people who seen it. Duh. Candy ain't. I don't see Candy a bit more. I don't see Candy. I wouldn't even see. I wouldn't even see Portia doing this. I don't know why Portia trying to say Candy said it, because I don't think Candy would. I also don't think Portia would. I don't think either one of them would feed that story to the blog. I feel like people at the party saw it happen and they talked about it because the party itself was talking about. I didn't even hear about the fight, and not be in the blogs, but whatever. You know, she says that and the blogger said she beat somebody up. Girl, bye. You know, Portia then said they probably over there talking about it or whatever, and that's what she didn't call me. They probably over there saying then it's cheating. They weren't saying this was cheating, but they was saying, you know, how Portia get when she drunk, but I'm like, she wasn't drunk because she's pregnant. And they did say, Jamie then said Dennis was texting the girl after the fact, talking about it. But I think we see in the next episode that wasn't no lie. Anyways, we see that whole thing. Cynthia. Okay, so Cynthia at home talking to Mal because again Noelle is gone and she just want to you know, talk to her daughter, but she ain't answering the phone. But Noelle is not answering the phone at college. Mal like, girl, she in college, let the girl, but you're not gonna talk to her, you know, every minute or whatever, leave it be. So she's like, oh, I guess so. So she tell Mal how, you know, Mike is coming to town. She hasn't seen him in 2 months, and the last time they talked about something 2 months ago was when he told her, when I see you in person, we need to talk. So that was 2 months ago that he said that, but they've been talking this whole time. So she brings up, like, I don't know what's about, like, you know, maybe a good thing or whatever, but she looking real cheerful or whatever. Mal then say, but what if you want to break up with you? She was like, I don't think it's there. I hope not. She like him. You know, she said, we've been dating for 5 months. You know what I'm saying? It's long distance. We've been dating for 5 months, long distance. You know what I'm saying? And even though I said when I divorced Peter that I would never get married again, if he asked me right now to marry him, I would say yes. I said, well, that makes sense. But Cynthia do seem completely different than she's ever been before. Usually she be like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know. She seems confident with Mike. Sometimes it takes you a few times to get it right. Anyway, you know, so we see that whole thing happen. And then we see Mike finally gets there. Mike is there, like wholeheartedly in person. He's cute. He's a cute, you know, distinguished, you know, a dude probably in his 40s, 50s or whatever. He looks good. Okay, he looks good, girl. And they was all over each other from the moment she opened the door to the moment she closed it. I mean, kiss, 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 kissing. Okay, kissing, kissing, kissing. I'm like, I'm sure he a little hard, she a little moist. Okay. Anyway, they in the house and he like, yeah, you remember the counter? She's like, child, yeah, I do. And then the producer's like, well, what happened with the counter? Like, what happened? She was like, you know, it was like sound like a tasting test. He ate her out on the kitchen counter. But you know, people. But I'm like, girl, you been giving food, girl. That's why I'm real fickle about people in their kitchens. Like, don't be fucking in the kitchen and making my dinners. Don't do that. Anyway, it's very cute to see both of them so spitting with each other. Because not only is Cynthia spitting with him, he cannot keep his eyes off her. He said, I like to watch you cut the cheese. Like the way you cutting the cheese is cute. And she was just cutting cheese, just slicing cheese slices. I said, girl, he likes her. He cares for anyone, even me, anyone who said, are they really a couple? Like, you can't fake that. Like, it's no. He wanted Anthony, like he wanted her. Even said, can we like get naked now? She's like, nah, not right now, child. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you don't know well gone. See what I'm saying? I'm like, Mike, calm your ass down, bruh. Anyway, they sit down or whatever, and she's like, okay, so you want to ask me a question? What's the question? She all happy, like, oh my God, what is it? Is he gonna propose to me? No, he's not. Anyway, he just asked her, will you be my lady? And she was like, yes, of course. You know, it's not marriage or whatever. In her confessional, she said it's not marriage, but it is what it is. But she's shocked and happy. She's shocked that he didn't propose. Girl, stop that. But also, she's happy that, she's like, you know what I'm saying, now, it's official. I like them as a couple. I don't follow him on IG. I do follow her. They're cute. They're older. It is different. I know people are like, well, when he lived there, she lived there. I see it working. I think with Noelle at college, Cynthia can travel more. She don't have nothing to hold her to Atlanta. I don't know what he gonna do, but I hope they work out. I do, because she do seem to like him. And then they go have sex. They go have sex, because that's what. Look. My thing is, if you're gonna have sex on furniture or stuff that's out in the public area, like where someone else may be, put a sheet, put a comforter down, okay? Put something down to cover the area, okay? I'm just saying, because I don't mind it going down because it goes down, but when it go down, just put some cover over the couch, over the counter. Just do something. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we see a quick scene at Nene house. Peter comes to visit. Peter came to visit to see Greg, see how Greg was doing. He says how Greg looks great and everything. Peter looks great too. Greg jokes and say, that young girl. Young vagina will make an older man look younger. It really, really will. It's like the lake up in a Tonka. It got special healing powers, okay? Anyway, so they sit down and chit chat and whatnot. It was a really easy scene. Like, he said Greg looks great. Then he brings up how he does look great or whatever. How he lost a lot. Greg says, I lost a lot of weight, and then he said, you gained some of it back. He said, yeah, I ain't gained it all back though, but I did. I lost a lot. Then he brings up how he's gonna have to go back to the hospital because when he had his first surgery, they had to put a colostomy bag on him, because of course his colon, was it the colon or the intestines? Was it no, I think it was the colon. The cancer, they cut off the cancer. And so he's going back to the hospital to have the colostomy bag removed and have his colon like reattached to be able to, flow regularly and all that stuff. I didn't know Greg had a colostomy bag. All this time I had no idea. But we don't know. Well, no, we doing. I was gonna say we don't know when this happened, because they can cut and paste on like it had been after Ty's party, because she then asked Peter because Peter was at the party. I'm guessing Nene wasn't there because they didn't show a picture of her there, but Peter was at the party. Again, he, came and went or whatever. He said he didn't see an altercation. He said, well, they said something happened and Portia was up there trying to fight or whatever. And, Portia got put out. And Peter said that ain't the first time Portia had been put out of party, because Portia has a tendency to get put out of places. So again, I don't want anybody saying you so biased at Portia. You always on Team Candy. When Portia doing something I don't agree with, I'm not gonna side with her. If Candy did something wrong, I would say Candy was wrong. Candy did shit wrong in the situation, but it is what it is. He also brings up how he had talked to Noelle since she's been at college. He hasn't really, been talking to Cynthia that much and whatnot. He does not know Mike, even though he owns a sports bar, and I guess even though he watches sports on television or whatever. And then when she's like, oh, you don't like watch his show? She said, I don't watch that. I watch ESPN. I guess he on Fox Sports. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where he on. But I'm like, girl, I don't care. Next. Cause who cares? Who cares? We see a quick scene with Tanya and Eva. Eva go to see Tanya. Tanya is gonna get a piece next season. I like Tanya. Tanya's a breath of fresh air. I even like Eva when the scene seems organic. I do. I like the scene where her and Tanya sitting around chit chatting with their husbands. I like the fact that Tanya's husband or fiance and Eva's fiance went to the same college so they can seamlessly, get along or whatever. It's cute and it's new. I like that. I like it, to say that. Anyway, but Tanya's fiance's name is Paul. So, Mike and Paul, what I'm saying, was joking, like, well, you know what? If I did anything to you in college to defend you, I'm sorry. And it was a little throwback, what I'm saying, ha, 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 he, to when Eva got into, like, the little disagreement with that girl. Was it Xander? Zari? Something. The girl who was drunk and was being loud, talking about, I was that bitch in college. I'm like, girl, bye. We ain't seen or heard from her since. And that was a month ago. Anyway, they kind of sit down, like, jokingly or whatever, and talking about different stuff. They bring up at the little away, the ladies' trip, how, Marlo and Tanya had the whole fashion face-off thing, and how when Tanya said, I do high-end and low-end stuff, and how she went to Nene stuff was like, the low-end. And she said, we know with no tea, no shade, but compared to a 40-year, couture company like Chanel or whoever, whichever brand she said, Chanel or Valentino or Gucci or whoever it was. She's like, and swag is just, it's just swag. And it's true. Nene's store been open for what, a year or two? You are not on the level of a Valentino outfit or Chanel. You're just not. And it's no tea, it's no shade. It doesn't mean that your store is any less than. You know what I'm saying? I've always said it does not matter how much you spend on your clothes, but some stuff is more expensive, so it's higher end. Just because of the brand name of it. Like, Anna Wintour would definitely say that's low end fashion. Because it's just cheaper. It don't mean it's cheap. It's cheaper. Okay. Anyway, so they like, the whole thing with, Cynthia and Eva, whatever. They say they want to have a kind of like a do-over, maybe even do like a secondary bachelorette party for Eva so all the ladies can go. So they say like, let's plan a whole trip. So they spin the globe. They spin the globe. I'm like, who? Anybody who has a globe in a house, I feel like you just have too much money. Because I'm like, what is it there for? You either have too much money or you're like a garage sale picker or something. I don't know. But they spin the globe and kept pointing. I think at one point it said what did it say? Korea, and it was like, no, because we can't go to Korea. At one point it said like this countries that Russia, we can't go to Russia. So it finally ended on Japan or Tokyo. So they're gonna go to Tokyo, and so they're gonna have all the ladies come over to Tanya's house and announce we're going to Tokyo. And I say, are we? Are you sure? So we see Shamari and Ronnie have a little conversation. They are in couples counseling, marriage counseling, not because anything is wrong, but just to keep, the marriage going on good terms. And all we found out was that Shamari wants to be an entertainer. Shamari wants to still sing and go on tour or whatever. But she said she doesn't know, when it's going to happen. She's like, I want to go on tour. I want to sing and do shows and make money. But again, I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't either, Shamari. And not because she's not talented, but because I don't see anybody paying to want to see Black sing 2 songs. She should make some new music, try to do a solo thing, or if they come out with new music, see how it goes. But they have 2 songs that people know. And that's no tea, no shade. That's just truth. But she's talented. She's talented. We know she can sing. But she also brings up how she struggles with wanting to be home with her babies. Saying, I can't see myself going, a couple, 4 or 5 days without seeing my kids. Candy's a working mom, and I can't see how she does it. I have to be at home. Everybody different. Next, we do see Portia invites over Nene, Cynthia, and Shamia to basically tell them what happened at the little party because they all heard things, and this is her telling her version. This is my issue with that. People will have their own versions of what happened. However, if Portia is telling her version to people, nobody can get mad if the other person was also there, i.e. Jamie or i.e. the other girl, has their version that they told Candy. That mean Portia's version does not mean it's the only version of what happened. So I'm going to say that right now. She tells them, what happened or whatever, but she then say how, Candy didn't call me and I ain't talked to her since then. And then Cynthia gonna say, I can't believe Candy haven't called you. I'm like, but she texted her after it. Candy and Portia are not friends. They're not. And when Portia texted, Portia said out her own mouth, when I text Candy and told her what happened, Candy said, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sorry that happened to you. And we can talk about it later. Later don't mean tomorrow. Later can mean whenever I see you again, we'll talk about it. Because again, we're not friends. So, I don't see anything wrong with that. If I'm having a party and I'm told by my people that you were there causing a scene and they put you out, I'm sorry that happened to you and we can talk about it later. But I might not call you tomorrow. Why? Because I'm busy. But I might talk to you a week from now and we can talk about it then. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, it had been like 4 or 5 days since the party. If it was, they ain't friends. I'm not chick on shit. Anyway, Nene then say, well, maybe it came from, and maybe Candy told him to do that because, it come from the head or whatever. I'm like, oh, fuck. Nene, just shut up, Nene. Nene, sometimes you just be quiet because I feel like that's taking sides. When one person tells you their side of it and then you say, oh, well, maybe Candy did this. I'm like, why would you no y'all ain't talking to Candy about it? And not only that, Candy wasn't there when it happened. Like, and she said, well, Candy did text me and say that she was already happy to me, and we'll talk about it. Like, you know what, I'm done. I don't care. I feel like it's crazy that Portia telling them they sad and they're instantly kind of making it Candy's fault. Or like Candy planned it because Candy didn't then call Portia the following day and say, girl, I am so sorry it happened to you. Can I buy you a bagel or a pickle or a dildo? I mean, whatever. Anyway, but she do tell them that she's pregnant and they happy, happy, happy. But I'm like, again, so y'all know she pregnant, but she was up there fussing with somebody. Because she do, cause like I did follow them around. I did, say what's up, what's up, what's up. So I'm like, does that seem like she pregnant? Why would she even do that? Anyway, we then see all the ladies meet up at Tanya's house. So, but again, Tanya will have a peach next season because Tanya's hosting parties. She'll be here next season. So we see first it was Tanya, Eva, and Shamari. And then the issue comes up a little bit, or whatever. Cynthia then get there, and then Cynthia also brings up, well, I think you was wrong at one part, and I think she was gonna say, I think you was wrong because you didn't call her about it. But she said, Portia says stopped Jamie and the ex was one who stopped Dennis. And Kenny's like, well, that's she being paid. Like, that ain't what I was told, so I don't know. She says, from what I was told, she was following behind the girl after they walked away. So again, Candy is saying, I wasn't there, but this is what they told me. So it's literally she say. The two people who was involved in it is still saying the same thing. All that Portia's not saying is she was wrong. But Portia did follow that girl. Portia was like, what's up, what's up, what's up? That's what she did. So I'm looking like what Jamie, old girl, said isn't wrong. Because Portia's saying the same thing. She's just making it seem like, well, it was innocent. Like, I just said, what's up? We know Portia. And how do we know Portia? Because of how she acted at this very party. So then we see Nene come in. And then Cynthia say, well, Nene, can you tell you what else Portia said? And Nene start backpedaling the pussy popping. You know what I'm saying? She showed enough didn't say how she felt like it was Candy's fault and like Candy planned it. She didn't say that. Queen bee bitch. Anyway, she said that, Candy didn't call her. What else did she say? I'm like, oh, you quiet now. Your mouth full, huh, Nene? And Candy looks pissed. I have a whole picture of it. She looks just, because she's like, y'all full of shit because y'all trying to make this my issue and it ain't my issue. Like, it was Portia and Jamie and old girl. Why y'all put me in it as in I was wrong in any shape, way, or form? And so, I'm like, okay. So Candy, like, you know what I'm saying? All I was told was that Portia was about to fight. That's what I was told. And, she's like, do y'all really believe, knowing Portia, that she calmly walked up and said, let's talk to Dennis's ex, who was talking to Dennis? Y'all think that really happened? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Then he said, well, I don't know what she did. And Candy like, oh, really? Whatever. That's kind of, and I agree. That's like saying Nene walked up calmly to somebody and said, you know what? I want to talk to you. No, that's not how she do. And that's not how Portia do. It's no tea, no shade. It's just facts. Anyway, it was almost 2 o'clock in the morning. That's early for me. I could do one more show. Anyway, Candy, like, you know what I'm saying? She just can't believe it. They acting as if Portia just innocent bystander who don't get buck when she want to. So at that point in time, Candy said, look, I was focused on my husband having a good time with his party. I wasn't even over there when it happened or whatever. At the end of the day, if she called the scene at my party, my event, why wouldn't she call me still and say, I'm saying, my fault for causing the issue? She could have called me too. Now, Candy, what do you know? No, I agree. I do. I agree. Portia could have also called Candy because that is true. If you go to somebody's event and you get put out because you were arguing with somebody, you can apologize to the person who party you know what I'm saying, caused a little bit of a ruckus at. I mean, she didn't have to call Candy and grovel at all. Matter of fact, she did have to call Candy. She could have waited until her and Candy talked and said what she said. They both could have did that. They both could have did the same thing. At that point in time, Portia walk in and Candy looks pissed because at this point in time, she's been talking about it and they just kind of still blaming her. So when she sit down, Candy say, okay, so what did I do to you? Are you asking me? She's like, yes, I'm asking you because clearly, you've been saying stuff. Well, you just seem so hype. I'm like, Portia, bitch, calm the fuck down. Like, girl, bye. So Portia then say, no, she then say, Candy always got her mouth either eating food or talking about Dennis. And I'm like, well, so are you. Pop me kettle. Anyway, she then says, like, if I told you, you know what I'm saying, I got kicked out your event, you never called me back. I don't know why you did that or whatever. I don't know why you didn't call me. If it was my party, and once that story hit the blogs, I would have at least called you. So now she's saying she's upset because the story was in the blogs and Candy didn't call her. But she also said it like, you put it in the blogs and that's why you didn't call. And she's like, you trying to say that I called the blog? She's like, no, I'm just saying what happened. And she was like, because I don't have time for that. Anyway, Candy then says, well, I assumed you would have called me because you was the aggressor. I wasn't the aggressor, and that's my point. I was put out unjustly. I should not have been put out or whatever. And you not my friend, and you should be talking to me like you should have been talking to me different. And I'm like, wait, what? And Portia getting buck. Like Buck the way we know that Portia get, the way that she was at Candy Party. So anyone acting like, oh, when Portia was talking to somebody who she has any kind of issue with, she's so all nice. She hadn't been there but 10, 13 seconds and she was already bucking it up. So I'm like, girl, save me the bullshit of anybody saying, oh, Portia was innocent. And the crazy part about it is Candy don't know. No one knows what no one knew at that point in time at the party that Portia was pregnant. So my thing is, no one could. You aggressively was the same, and you pregnant. So girl, back, because we see Cynthia say Candy don't know Portia pregnant, but Portia know Portia's pregnant. So I'm going to need her to bring it on down because she was getting bucked the same way she was getting bucked at Candy party. Okay, so Portia yelling, Candy yelling, and I feel like Portia was doing the exact thing that she was doing at Candy party, getting bucked, and Candy is doing the same thing because it's an argument. And again, she don't know that Portia pregnant, but she's getting up. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave. It's some bullshit or whatever. And then she said, I'm going to leave because clearly you can't control yourself. So Candy getting up to leave. You see Tanya like, well, no, wait. Don't leave. Because again, they there to talk about a party. I mean, a trip to Tokyo. Okay. So we then see Candy say, you always being the aggressor, but then you want to cry victim, which is true. Meaning, Portia get herself in situations where she is the aggressor, where she would do something and then she'll say, well, I did that because of this. Kenya was yelling in my ear, so I jumped up and I jumped on her. I was standing over Cynthia and, you know what I'm saying, like doing whatever, and then she kicked me because I was on top of her. Whatever was happening to me and Jamie, and then, she will do things and then play victim. And it's true. And anyone who says different, you lying to yourself. That is what Portia has done. It don't make her a violent person. I don't think Portia's a violent person. I think Portia has a temper, and she doesn't realize that she be aggressively talking to people in her demeanor. And that's what the same way y'all seen her getting loud and getting bugged, even though she pregnant. And what pregnant woman, even though Candy won't swing, because I think Candy knows she got too much to lose, but what pregnant person gonna be arguing? Like, if I'm pregnant, I'm not trying to argue because I don't want my baby having no stress. So that shows you Portia gets bucked for no reason, even if she's pregnant. Anyway, when Candy said, you always, being the aggressor and then want to play victim, Portia, whatever. I'm not a victim, bitch. Who you calling bitch? I'm calling you a bitch. I'm like, oh, see, again. And you see then Nene stand up like, okay, wait a minute. You see Sis like, okay, wait a minute. Because again, Portia is doing what Portia does. And that's what Candy meant. Do y'all see Portia talking to somebody who she has an issue with and being calm? No, she's not even calm in the scene. And that was Candy's point. So at that point in time, when Candy said, well, you was the one chasing her around the party, and then Portia say, well, if it was Todd, you would have done the same thing. Meaning she was chasing. Look, Portia up here arguing with Candy because Portia did something wrong and got put out, but she want Candy to make it seem like she ain't do shit wrong, and Candy not for the bullshit. And I'm not either. I don't care. Call me biased. I don't care. Kiss my ass. Portia was wrong all day, all night. Now, Jamie should not have brought that boy X there. I'll say that. But I'm going to say maybe she didn't know that Portia was going to be there, but maybe she did because it is what it is. Dennis should have stayed glued to Portia's hip once he seen his ex was there. Point blank, period. Okay? It ain't no way that my ex should have been able to get to me at a party with my new girlfriend, my pregnant girlfriend. Just it's me just saying. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.
He's like love, love, love.